Hey everybody. Sorry I'm running behind here. I got a lot of stuff going on. Not really, but a lot of weird stuff going on in different ways. You didn't get your okay, hang on. Yeah. You let me just make sure I can see here what I'm doing. All right. You guys didn't get your granola bar video today. You're getting it tomorrow. It's called The Great Granola Debacle or The Great Granola whatever because I had to make these things 3 times. The same batch just had to be worked 3 times before it actually worked. So you're going to see the mistakes I made, but you're going to get the recipe to make it right. Does that make sense? Hey, 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 let me say, oh, I'm on Top Chat. Let me just pop out let me say hi to Betty Randall, Bobby Joe, Kathy Miller, Jean Phillips, Billy Buckland, Mary Dunn, Semwa, Rebecca Kwan, Shandon Wade, Stephen Seedfeld, Terry White, and the list is growing fast. Excuse me. No, I don't have COVID. I'm medicating first time today. How's everybody doing? Here's a to do. Okay. Do you remember back when I got the volunteer rooster from next door? Well, the agreement is, the agreement was any volunteer roosters come over here, they're mine. Why? Because nobody gives a crap about roosters. And when you got too many, they're just a pain in the butt, right? So these 2 roosters have been coming over here, and there's still more over there because I can hear them, but they've been coming over. And when I feed my chickens, some gets tossed aside and they come over and they've been eating the spillage, so to speak. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to get these 2 roosters and I'm going to keep them in the greenhouse until butchering time next week or the week after. Don't know when it's going to happen. Howie's hunting again this weekend. So I caught one and I just put my rain barrel down and I put some feed in it and he walked right in and I upended the rain barrel and put an oven grate on it and a rock. And when Howie came home, I said, there's a rooster in that barrel, grab him, throw him out in the greenhouse. Cause in the greenhouse, all the plants are down and the turkeys are in a pen. Right. So what did he do? What's he going to do? He lets it go. I said, are you for real? And he goes, well, they're not ours. I said, Howie, they're roosters. They are a pain in the butt. They come over here. I'm not going to take their pigs or anything, but if these roosters keep coming, I'm gonna take them, right? So he's like, well, if they come back, I said, oh yeah, they're going to come back after me catching one and they're just going to do that again. They're going to walk right into that barrel again, right? Well, today, if they didn't come back. So all I did was I'm not counting on Howie for nothing now. I put the barrel out, put the feed in it, and the one rooster that I didn't catch, the other one's a little wiser now, walked right in. And I upended the barrel and I reached my arm down in and I grabbed him by the feet and he got real quiet and I walked him right into the greenhouse and I gave him water and I gave him food and he's like, this is the Sheridan, man. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But what my husband doesn't seem to realize is that every bird that I butcher this year, every chicken or rooster I butcher this year is about 6 quarts of soup. Like, this much meat and the rest is broth, right? Hey, how's it going? Lori Rich, good afternoon. Donna Burrows, Julia Johnson, McGee, Autumn, Gypsy, Pamela Nelson, Yarn. Hey, Willa Whipple and Virginia Reed and RT. So, where's Furby? Furby! Hey, Fury. Hey, Patricia Fury, y'all. How are you, my darling? So I've been my KitchenAid mixer has not arrived. Or yeah, that's the first thing you would have heard out of my mouth, right? Hey, Karen Ludwig. Christelle, hi, baby. We miss you already. Hey, Sam. And Virginia and Kristen and Diane and Minnesota Country Girl. How's everybody doing? Hi, Sandra Moore. Excuse me. This is actually only my second cup of tea today. At the doctor, I'm okay. Good. All right, you'll keep me posted. Mod Squad's doing good. Mod Squads, there seems to be more Mod Squad than people, actually. Oh, I'm not on top. I'm on top chat, aren't I? Let's try live chat. There we go. Rena Vesey, what a day. Big thanks to Terry White and a few others. Oh, yeah, today's the 9th, isn't it? I haven't even been to Facebook yet. So, need prayers for my best friend. She had a mini stroke yesterday, 46 years old. Oh, God, I hope she's not on hormone replacement. Of course, of course, we will. Okay, we'll put your friend in there. Everybody who is mentioned gets added. Trying to help the little ones with homework and listen to what you at the same time. Well, I mean, you can always come back and watch it later. The kids' education is really, really important, right? It's nice to see you have friends that help you and Wolfie. Well, Alex is a friend of Briar's. Now they don't hang out as much as they used to, right? They have different, you grow up and things change, right? But it doesn't change the fact that he's still part of the family, right? So when I texted him, like, seriously, you ask Briar, feed you, pay you $40, will you pile wood? No way. That's too much like real work, right? So Alex, $40 and pancakes and bacon, I'm in. I'm in, right? So went for my doctor. Hi, Bob and Joe. Went for my doctor appointment. Cancer seems to be staying away. No more treatment until April. Woo! 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 Excellent. That's awesome news. Hey, Gail. Absolutely, prayers are sent. And that is really good news to hear, Bobby Joe. It really is good news to hear. So if you haven't noticed, I have been not relaxing, but I'm using my new schedule to kind of get the feel of how things are going to go forward. I have decided that when Howie builds his shop up on the hill, we're going to revamp the concrete floored area of the barn into a soundproof studio for me to do more recording of books. And I'm going to look into doing podcasts outside of YouTube if I can do that. I don't know how, okay? I'm going to have to educate myself this winter. I'm going to start educating myself because I don't necessarily want to depend on YouTube for everything anymore. For my communications, they're too restrictive. So what I want to do is I want to go outside my YouTube bubble and maybe have a studio where I can do live podcasts with a better microphone, better camera, and better sound. And when we do our Freaky Fridays or when I'm recording books, we don't get disturbed. You know what I mean? Hey, Joanne Anderson. Hey, Mr. Bucky. Who is Sandra? Who? Sandra has COVID-19. Sandra Welsh? You're kidding me. Oh, baby, we will so be praying for you, darling. Okay? We'll be praying for you. Have you tried? I'm not going to tell you what you've tried, whether or not you've tried or not. Can there be somebody who can keep us posted on the Connected Hearts Facebook page or in my email, connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com? Is there going to be a way you can keep us posted? No, I did not make the curtain behind me. It is a quilt made by my friend Terry in 2018, or was it 16? It's called Bev's Jars, and it's a quilt, but I use it all over my house. It's going on my bedroom door next, and it's going to be facing out in the hall so that every time you walk towards the bathroom or whatever, you're going to see that. But I'm going to be getting ready to decorate in here. Howie's going to help me with the red flannel, and I may sit down and do snowflakes on a live stream one day. Lisa, how are you? Okay, Sandra Welsh, we'll be praying for you daily. Okay. Terry, can you take that name down so we can, make sure we add it into, our daily thoughts? I am feeling better. I was not well last night. I was woofing my cookies like you wouldn't believe. But I got a half decent night's sleep. So I'm okay today. I'm just kind of falling behind. I haven't got my dishes done, and Howie's not feeling that great. He said he's been feeling a little nauseated. So I took a carton of organic beef bone broth, a quart of my minestrone soup, and the 2 cups of leftover spaghetti sauce from last night, and I've put it all into a soup pot, and I'm making kind of a minestrone soup. And it's warming up. In about 20 minutes, I'll throw in a handful of noodles. Prayers are much thankful. I said that wrong. I know you are thankful for the prayers, honey, and that's okay. You don't have to. We get it. We read Chattagese. Hey, Donna Lull. I am feeling better. B-Max, how are you? Bridget from New York, been watching for years, love your videos. Well, hi, Bridget, how are you? Linda Price Duncan, it's unique, the quilt, yeah. And every jar has a different food in it. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't put whole bananas with the peels on, but I mean, it's the idea, right? And it's called Bev's Jars. Bev. I have a huge ash meeting tomorrow at 1 p.m. I am speaking to the owner of a large coop here in Milwaukee to finalize deal with that company to carry 13 items of jarred goods. That company is going to carry 13 items of your jarred goods? Or you're going to supply their jarred goods? Like, how is that going to... Hey, Steven, email me this stuff. I'm having a hard time understanding. Today, hi, Logan Master. Today is the last day to sign up for the holiday gift card and recipe exchange. Everyone is welcome to join the holiday card and recipe exchange. Does not matter whether you do or do not celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or anything. You can always request a thinking of you card, right? Tony DeLuca, how are you doing? How's my love? Hi, Ann Lewis. How are you? And Deborah C. So, hi, Mama Cat. So, I made these granola bars. I made 21 really, really healthy granola bars. Arthur's a little upset because apparently the barley makes it non-edible for him, but I made them for Papa anyway. But I'm telling you, I took this recipe and I put too much mixed grains in it for the stuff to hold it together. So then I added more and that didn't work. And then, so I ended up trying to make it into granola, but then all the chocolate chips melted and it got put into a pan and beaten down, and it still was too crumbly, but I got 21 granola bars and I got a couple of cups of crumbled chocolate granola bar to go in my porridge. When I have my porridge, when I'm cooking it, I'll just throw a handful of that in. I have all my recipes written and cards fixed for the exchange, just waiting for the names to be sent. I got 12 pounds of yellow onions outside on the dehydrator. Wow. I don't want to dehydrate onions anymore. I would rather have them chopped and frozen in the freezer. I have a migraine and relaxing with you. How are you doing? Trying to figure out, well, see, I kind of pulled the plug on myself by building this schedule. This work schedule, and I'm still trying to get the feeling of it, right? But I also am taking this opportunity not only to get the feel of the new schedule, but to also get ready for Christmas. I just talked to Arthur and Mel, and they may be coming up the first or second week of December. And we'll have an early Christmas. We'll decorate the tree and everything with them, and I'm hoping Nan will be here too, but I haven't talked to her yet. He will be carrying your items for sale. Wow. Do you know what? I wish I could sell my snowball cookies, but the fact that I have a dog in my house would end it right there. Did cranberries last week. Got to go into winter with full jars in my pantry. Well, yeah, the chicken's coming next. The chicken is coming next. And I may make more of the minestrone soup because it was so good. It's so good. Right? Oh, that's awesome, Stephen. Like, congratulations. You know? Have to go, gotta make supper. I hear you, Kristen. As a matter of fact, I'll be right back. I gotta go stir the soup and make sure it's not boiling over. Oh, jumpins. Remind me periodically, folks, to check my soup. There we go. To check my soup, because I have a lid on it and I don't want it overheating. Looks really good though. I just have to throw in a handful of macaroni noodles or something. Hey, Julie from Florida, how are you? And Ashley Hefner. I got to try that. My voice text sometime. I don't care to type much, mostly on my phone. Yeah, I don't type on my phone. My hands are it's too small. Buddy, chill, man. He's singing the sun down. You need my address. Well, email me at connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com. Hi, so-and-so. How are you? Super Hazer. How many roosters got the cook pot? I haven't done them yet. I've got Buddy, the volunteer rooster, and Prissy, the volunteer hen, and Dumbo, the volunteer rooster out in the greenhouse. And there's still one more rooster walking around that's going to get caught. If it gets caught, it's going in the stew pot. That'll put me up to... I have 6 hens and 2 roosters, and if I get one more rooster, that'll be 9 birds. That's 3 full canners. Like, because I can fit 3 to 4 birds. 3 birds in a canner, in one of my big pressure canners. 1.5 gallons of water, celery, carrot, onion, bay leaf, peppercorns, salt, pressure cook, strain, and then for every canning pot I get about 7 or 8 quarts or more of soup. If I get all 8 birds, if I get 9 birds and I butcher them, well, of course, Raph's coming. Raph and Ron are coming to help, so they'll probably take a bird home anyway, or 2 birds home. If I get the other rooster, they'll be theirs, because they're going to come and help us kill and clean and cook them. Right. And I'm going to show her how to do it, but they won't go in the jars until the following day. Right. But I'll give her a couple of birds to go home and pressure cook and can for her pantry. Yeah, Terry, you've been amazing. You have been amazing. And you know what, Terry? I want you to put your address on it with everybody that you feel comfortable. I want you to give your address out to everybody because you deserve a card from everyone that participates. Okay? Really. Please add your address as you give them out. Does that make sense, folks? All in favor that Terry and Dallas and that should all get, well, Terry, who's running this card exchange, all in favor of Terry getting a card from everybody in the exchange, say aye. Aye. Yes. There you go. Well, she's the one running the card exchange. I mean, I want everybody to show their appreciation for all the hard work she's done on this gift card, the card and recipe exchange alone. Okay? Exactly. See? Nothing. No, Terry, you've taken a big load off my shoulders. Dallas did not go wrong when she trained you to be a moderator because, my God, woman, you pretty much run Connected Hearts, the Facebook page. I can barely run to the bathroom. Hell, I can't run to the bathroom. We call it the shit house shuffle. I must be weird. I wouldn't want everyone to have my address. That, no. Only if she wants to give it. It's that simple, right? Everybody's asking for my address, but you're only going to get it through Connected Hearts. And if I feel comfortable, why? Because it's my address, right? Aloha! Hey, Seashell, how's Kauai today? Relax at Sage Spa. That's your name? Relax at Sage Spa? Because I almost dinged you for being for commercial spam. Should change your name. Joyce Cunningham. Wow, it's been a while, babe. Come on, I'm not a scary psycho. I'm a good person. Yep. Oh, I talked to Brother John today, J0. He is completely off YouTube and off the internet pretty much. And so, but he called me today and we had a nice half-hour chat on the phone. And he wanted me to let everybody know they're all alive and doing well, and they're loading up on the firewood, and they're filling the pantry, and they're getting ready for winter, and they say, God bless to everybody. How's he doing? He's doing good. He's doing good. He's living the life in the hills. And he's pretty much, the connections with the internet and the outside world of just, it is what it is. He's just withdrawn from that. He's too busy trying to keep, his life and his family not together, but I mean, trying to keep things moving along. And, he's got to work. Life is not just sitting and looking at the internet, right? I mean, we got shit to do. This is why I had to schedule it. And I just got off from talking to Arthur. We're going to sit down and I'm going to show him editing software and stuff. And after the new year, it's going to give him time to work on discovering his editing, right? Learn it to edit. And then I'm probably going to hire him as an editor while I go back into full swing again. Hey, Lisa Martin. Yes, God bless him and his family. They're doing all the same. It's everybody's the same. John doesn't go to town much because apparently they're gonna start enforcing masks and stuff, and he's like, you're not gonna enforce me to wear a mask. But then John's got emphysema, right? So I mean, right? I wouldn't ask him to wear one. Hell, I only wear them when I have to. And now they're saying in Quebec that they're suggesting you have a 3-layer mask. I don't want to talk about it. Thank you, Anne, because I did turn it up. Oh, ow, ow. I'll be right there, folks. I'm just seasoning. Next time I check it, I'll be throwing in a handful of shells or macaroni. Been missing you a lot, working on the house for winter. I hear you. Howie's going hunting this coming weekend again. And I think after that, we're going to be butchering birds and canning them. I hope he gets a deer. If he does, I'll be doing more canning. Don't worry if she misses your question. Oh, okay. Bev, message you through Connected Hearts. It's better if you email me through the Connected Hearts family at gmail.com. I don't make it into Facebook a lot. And when I do, I will share stuff on Facebook, but when it comes to actually actively participating, I only pretty much participate on the Connected Hearts Facebook page. I stepped outside of the Connected Hearts Facebook page a day or two ago during the election, and people were just rabid about, and these are Canadians, rabid about what's going on in the politics in the United States. And I went, okay, I'll go back to my Connected Hearts Facebook page. Because I just don't want it. It's just they're whipping people between COVID and elections. They're whipping people into a frenzy so that they can herd them in and make them controllable. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying COVID isn't real. I'm saying that it's a horrible illness that has killed a lot of people. But I'm also going to say it's not near as world leaders are taking advantage and using fear tactics to corral people. That's all I'm going to say. You're welcome, Elizabeth Hurd. How are you? Welcome to the channel. One more set of seahorse ornaments for the tree, then I'm done. Can't wait to hang them on my tree. Are you sending me one? Okay, so I've talked to Howie, and he's going to help me staple the red fabric along that wall. I'm trying to figure it along that wall and that wall. And then maybe one live stream we'll sit here one day and we'll make our snowflakes. Right? John's not ill. John is John. John hasn't changed. He's had that for years. And maybe I thought everybody knew, and I apologize for that if I outed that, and I shouldn't have. I thought we heard we're going to need some type of vents in the masks. Oh, well, they're telling us now to do 3 layers, right? But they can't tell us unless they're willing to supply us. So they can only suggest. And going into stores, you have to wear a mask. So I go into stores very little. But hi, Darlene Wright. How are you? It's exhausting on a daily basis between COVID and the election. That's why I avoid it. I no longer have faith in our political system, in the world. I don't have faith in the political systems of the world. Something's got to change, because it's coming down to 2 parties every time, or two parties, or two people. I mean, it should be mandatory that there has to be 4 runners, or they don't have an election. Why? Because 3, they use the argument, oh, you're going to split the vote, blah, blah, blah. If you got 4 running, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Honest to God. See what happens? I don't want to talk about it because I'm just already, the football is getting in my chest. It's bullshit. Exactly. Half the people aren't wearing masks in the store here. Well, they can't force you. They can say you can't come in the store without one, but they can't make you put one on. Right? And this is another thing is, oh, it's the law. No, it's not. Do you know how long it takes things to be made into law? It's a request. And stores have the right to say, if you're not wearing a mask, you don't come in. That's their right. Okay? But it doesn't mean you have to wear one by law. My niece has been stuck in Japan since June. Truck pulled up last Monday to ship her stuff. Thank God she will be home soon. Absolutely, Shandon. I think it's unfair to ask shop staff to enforce government mandates. It's not shop staff. Okay? And I appreciate what they do. Okay? All of the staff wear masks. All of the staff have dividers now between the cash registers. All of the staff, they have it snaking around so that they can control how far people stay apart. Okay. They sanitize the conveyor belts on the at the checkouts and everything, but and everything between customers. They're doing a bang up job. Why the hell do I need? I wear a mask in case I'm a carrier and I'm protecting the other people. Okay, I feel responsible for wearing the mask for that reason. I've been known to be a carrier of illness before. It's like no shirts, no shoes, no shirt, no entry. Yeah, no shoes, no shirt, no mask, no service. No mask, no shoes, no shirt, no service. You know what I mean? Yes, Stephen, thank you. Let's stop talking about this. Please pay no attention to the woman behind the mask. Fan. New vaccines will be ready. Okay, hear me. I ain't no doctor. But the last time I checked, you can't vaccinate against a virus. Am I wrong? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. You can't vaccinate against a virus because a virus is a living, changing thing all the time. Exactly. Exactly. The holiday recipe exchange, I'll let somebody else explain it. I can hear my soup. I got to go add noodles. Papa's tummy's upset, so I'm making soup for supper. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. 2 cups of leftover homemade spaghetti sauce, 1 quart of homemade minestrone, home canned minestrone soup, and 1 carton of organic beef bone broth, and a half a cup of macaroni. With sequins, do you want me to send it to you? What color are the sequins? You know what? You want to send me a fan? You go right ahead. It's like my glasses. It's jewelry because I don't wear makeup and I don't wear jewelry, right? There, I match almost. I canned pumpkin today. Did you can it in cubes, honey? I can't see without these. I can't. They're all dirty. Gotta clean my specs. Or, okay, back. Signed up for the card exchange. Yay! Yeah, it's the last day. Beautiful windy day in Wisconsin. How much pumpkin did you get canned, Carol? What is biscuit tea? Well, Lena, I actually am on my last box. And, okay. Let's talk about my upcoming giveaway. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I know I'm almost at 93,000 subscribers. And when I hit 100K, I'm going to go and buy a bunch of Amazon cards, gift cards. And then I'm going to pick 2 or 3 things on Amazon that I want to give away. Like, I don't know about a canner. I've been pricing them. They've doubled in price in the last year. They're up to like $250. But I want to give away a canner, I want to give away a dehydrator, and I want to give away something else. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out what people want the most. Like I'm up for suggestions. connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com. Okay. Prizes, $100 to $150 or less. And then when I do my giveaway, I'm going to draw the names, right? And you're going to get to pick of one of the three items that you want. Like first prize will be the most expensive one if they want it. If they don't want it, they can go to the next one. You know what I mean? But there's going to be three prizes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to order them on Amazon with these gift cards and have them sent to you. That way I'm not paying shipping twice, right? 5 23-quart canners full of canned pumpkin. Wow. The bone mug. What bone mug? Thank you, Healthy Nut. That was my friend Terry. She makes, where are they? Okay. She makes these. These are tubes of fabric filled with the gel beads, and you soak it in cold water, and then you wring out the excess water, and then I tie them around my head in the summer when I'm like gardening or when it's really, really hot. I don't care if I'm in Costco. I'll be wearing it. So, I mean, she made me those, but she made me that curtain. Hey, Dallas, how are you, darling? The mug with the pipe from Amazon. That's more of a cooking with cannabis thing. But this is for our half-acre homestead. And I'm also, is there anybody here? Raise your hand if you're here from the reading channel as well. Because I'm doing a giveaway then too. I'm going to do a giveaway at Christmas for the reading channel. I haven't decided yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to, one of the giveaways is going to be a Little House in the Prairie book set, or the Little House books, a set of the Little House books. So prayer for some of the families in my neighborhood. There was a head-on collision near me. 2 injured, 1 died. Oh, Billy, I'm so sorry. What? How much? Oh my God. What are you talking about, Stephen? Hi, Karen. How are you, darling? So yeah, we'll be sharing prayers for sure. Absolutely. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway. And I haven't decided if one of the prizes is going to be a brand new copy of the Pioneer Girl autobiography with all the facts in it. And another prize will probably be the Little House in the Prairie book set. So, sorry. I have the series I read to my babies with them. You have the series. So, yeah. So I'm going through the Green Gables videos. I'm still working on them. I still haven't had the chance to sit down. This winter, I'm going to be working more on the reading channel than on that half-acre homestead. January, you're going to only get, again, it's going to be all about the live streams in January, because I really am not going to be putting out many videos in January. It's my time off. And I work through my time off, but I use that time to work on other things, right? Oh, yes. So I talked to Arthur and Mel. And Mel's getting a week off. Now, a lot depends on whether or not their cat's leg heals. He snapped his femur or his fibula or whatever. The shin bone snapped he fell off one of those cat climbing things, and it tipped, and the board landed on his leg, and it snapped his leg. So they've had to have pins put in and stuff. Thank you, Furby. Remind me what I was talking about. It's got to do with Christmas. Okay, I don't have to stir it again. It's turned right down. God, I love having stuff in the pantry. Okay, cat's leg broken. Right. So I talked to Arthur and Mel, and what they want to do, if the cat's leg it's another 6 weeks before they know whether it's going to be completely healed or not, and they don't want to leave the two cats in the house unsupervised if his leg isn't completely fully healed, because they could be up here and he could break it again. But they want to come up in like the week or so of December. Guess what? That's Christmas tree decorating time. And if I can go get Nan, we'll have a mini Christmas. And then we'll have another Christmas on Christmas Day. The price of a canner, Bev. Yeah, $245 for one of my big pressure canner. I didn't pay over $120 a piece for those. My big tall one, I only paid $40 for at a yard sale, and it was brand new. Hey, Sue. Yes, I can see you, Sue Bass. I know. So I just want to give away stuff. I'm turning into Michigan Snow Pony. Let's give away books. But I know, so I'm going to be doing a Christmas giveaway from the Reading Channel. And as soon as I hit 100,000 or come close to hitting 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to do the big giveaway. Hopefully, it's going to be a canner and a dehydrator and maybe cases of jars or canning kits or whatever. Something that, or maybe it'll be a seed kit. Who knows what it's going to be? But 100,000 subscribers is going to be a big deal. So it's going to probably cost me about $500 just for the stuff. But guess what? You guys are so worth it. If I can give stuff to my family, and it's hard to buy for my family. You guys are easy. Give me canning stuff. I was at the store getting half my pantry stock up. Hey, Helen Burke. Your cookbooks, too bad. What about my cookbooks? Honey, I haven't done a giveaway. Kathy, I haven't done a giveaway in a long time. Not really, right? And it's all a part of giving back, right? It's all a part of giving back. So the only problem is right now is I'm not working as much as I should be. So my income has dropped down to a third of what it was. But it's okay because I've been working towards this so that I could actually take a breather in November so that, 1st of December or next week even, when the mixer gets here, it's rock on, right? We'll post haul pics or maybe a video. Oh, Sue, that would be awesome. Hey, Sherry Leach, how's it going? I love you too, Janie. Canners cost that much now. Crazy. And those are just the Miro pressure canners. Like just the Prestos, like I have. I don't want the ones with the gauges and all that stuff. Why? Because they're kind of, the more parts you have, the easier it is for things to break down. So I like to keep it real simple. Sam was supposed to be coming today. Sam was supposed to be coming on Friday. Sam may be sitting at the post office. I don't know. Howie will be, I know it ain't in the post box. So if Howie gets if he gets one of those cards that says you have a parcel at the post office, then he'll be picking it up tomorrow because I won't be able to lift it. I can barely lift the little one I have, right? Oh, how many canners do you have, Stephen? Yeah, Sam didn't come. Sam, my KitchenAid didn't come, but that's okay. Howie hasn't put the electrical up either. So you give every time you were here. Oh, Furby, thank you. But you guys give me just as much as I give you. Just being here. I don't know how many times you guys saved my sanity through the COVID. Holy crap. And when my sister was here, like that was just stuff. Oh God, I don't know. I just got some tweet or something. I need a signed cookbook. Do you want me to order a couple of cookbooks and sign them and put those in the giveaway? Wasn't sure. I thought I heard chickens being upset. Oh, okay. I'll order a couple, three of them, and I'll add one into each prize. Makes total sense if you think about it. I got one no gauge a month or so ago for about $80. Holds 7 quarts, but big enough for me. Was lucky to get it. Oh yeah, that's the small one. I use that when I don't have enough to fill a big canner, right? Bev. Howie's package is in Montreal now, cleared customs. Oh, wonderful. Well, he got that parcel card on Friday, so he thinks that may be it. But we'll see. Could you just come here and sign mine for me? Well, you know what's going to happen. If YouTube still allows me to have a channel in the future, I don't know. This could all end tomorrow, folks. This is why I want to start thinking about building a studio and having actual podcasts and discussions and music and all that stuff. Because I think it would be really awesome. But I want it outside of YouTube. Because I this could all come crashing down in a heartbeat. Right? So I've got to start hedging my bets when it comes to, I'd love to have the Pioneer Girl book. So what I'll do is I'll do Jesus, I almost dropped it. That was quite the recovery. I'm going to be feeling that in my shoulder, elbow, and wrist for the next couple of days. What I might do is I might do a poll on the reading channel, and I might do a poll on the cooking with, or the Our Half Acre Homestead channel, to find out what kind of prizes you want, but they got to come from Amazon because that's where I'm going to be buying them from, right? And then I can, hopefully do Amazon Prime and, do the free shipping thing. It just makes much more sense. Can we comment on a podcast? I don't know. I have to learn. This is my whole thing. It's the podcast. All I know is the word podcast. And it's like, it's more of I'm hoping I have more creative control is what I'm hoping. I'm going to look into Spotify and see if I can't get a license to play music from Spotify on a podcast. And that way, but I mean, it's going to cost me a small fortune, I think. So, I mean, there's all these things I have to look into, and my studio isn't going to be built for at least a year. So, hey, Marilyn Coombs and Donna Rishi, Pioneer Cookbook would be nice. You mean, okay, so I'm going to do a poll on Our Half Acre Homestead on the main page, the YouTube page, and on the Reading with Beverly Wolfe YouTube page. And I'm going to put a list of, what would you like? And I'm going to get people to check off the boxes and see how many, maybe this is how I'll figure out for second and third or whatever. And they're not prizes, it's giveaways, because I don't have contests. It's illegal to have contests on YouTube. You will be fantastic on a podcast. My youngest says you can do video, audio podcasts even at the same time. $1,250 to $1,500 for a case of canning jars. Ow. Pioneer Cookbook. Donna, is that the Little House Cookbook? Or is it an actual Pioneer Cookbook? All right. And you can post the podcasts onto YouTube on your channel. Well, where do I do the podcasts? This is the things I got to learn, right? And I want to be able to do it so that it's not interrupted if I play music, right? I'd like to be able to play music and we'll talk about it. I'd like to be able to talk about what's going on in the world, or not. I'd like to be able to talk about marijuana. I'd like to be able to smoke a joint and say, this is nature's medicine. This is a gift from God. I'd like to do all these things, read, discuss, but it's getting really difficult to work in this confined space. It depends on the company, honey. When it comes to the jars, it depends on the company. Yes, there's a little house cookbook. It was given to me. I think it was signed. From Pat DeWolf. So now books, if you get sent the books or whatever if you say win a pressure canner, I'm not going to be able to drop the book inside because I'll have it shipped right from Amazon. But what I will do is I will personally ship the books after they're signed. I don't know why you want me to sign them. I mean, I'm not like a celebrity or anything, so I don't get it. Twitch is a good option, maybe. Yeah, people are gouging prices. Absolutely. What about the one you wrote, Bev? I want that one. Well, that would be, well, honest to goodness, where did it go? That would be this one. My little book. It's called Our Half Acre Homestead Recipes, Canning, and Dehydrating and Neat to Know Stuff. Because it takes you from spice mixes, it takes you through pressure canning, boil bath canning, recipes, spice mixes, a little bit of everything. You have 5 canners. I have 4. But one is an old one I don't use, but I bet you dollars to donuts it's an old Miro. I can refurbish it. I know I can. It's just going to need, the handles tightened and all that stuff and a new gasket for the lid. Yes, that book. It's the only one I've written and probably be the only. I'm actually considering writing a book. Like an autobiography. Not that I'm interesting, but to show people the process of how I taught and how I remembered stuff and learned stuff and how I got here from being, an ADD kid in downtown Toronto to a homesteader in Quebec who, I don't know. I'm just, throwing stuff at the wall to see if it sticks. I haven't checked yet, Doris. This is the first time I've actually been sitting down at my computer today. You can add us to it. Add you to what? I have 3 canners. One is a gauge that needs the gauge. Yeah, I don't like the gauges. Bev, explain how you see doing a podcast through a video call or a live on location. It will be live like this. Only I would like to. I gotta backtrack here a little bit too. Bell 5 is coming. Okay? Bell 5 is on its way into my main town here, my main street. I'm figuring within 2 to 3 years, I'm going to have a studio and I'm going to have real high speed internet. And then what I want to do is I want to get a really good webcam. And then I can use my phone and other live streaming cameras so that I can stream. And like you said, later on, upload it to a YouTube page, but I'll need another venue. But when I say a podcast, I mean splitting the screen maybe and having people share it, having guests and talking to folks and allowing people to participate in the chat. I just don't know how it's going to work. If I send mine to you, your cookbook, with return postage, can you sign it and send it back to me, please? Yes. Yes, I will do that. I will do that. So you can check some podcast hosts like Maximum Fun, but where do they do it? This is what I want to know. Do they or can you podcast outside of YouTube? Sorry about that. Everyone has a story. We would love to hear yours. You've heard it probably multiple times. My story ain't big. I mean, I started becoming panicky when my kids were small, and I noticed nobody knew how to home preserve. It wasn't until my landlord showed me how to use a pressure canner that I really went to town. But the thing is I couldn't understand why I was always anxious about the lost knowledge. And that's what started me on my journey on learning to can, learning to smoke, learning to butcher, learning to cook, learning to live a simpler, more basic life. My kids were getting raised on food full of crap, you know? So, I mean, it wasn't until, the journey started when my kids were small, and it's culminating here. But there's also going to be a time when we retire completely from homesteading, and maybe we'll go on the road and you'll go traveling with us. Who knows? But in the summertime, I'll have my studio, won't I? My husband and I have done a podcast more than 10 years, not live, but you would be great. Well, if anybody have I spoken to Stephanie lately? No, not recently. I must learn to take a compliment. Okay. My Facebook allows you to have people invited in a live stream now. Well, the thing is, Les, with that is, if I'm going to do this, it's going to cost money. Okay? I'm being totally transparent here. Building a studio, new cameras, better internet when it gets here, all these things are going to cost money. Okay? And I have to make it in a way that, like this, or not necessarily like this, that like my videos, it's going to give me a trickle income so that I can at least pay for what I'm doing, right? So I don't know if that makes any sense. The Old Church, Classic Christian Radio 88 FM, Shalom, Agape, love from Brother Robert, way up in the beautiful Rocky Mountains of Colorado. Well, hello, Brother Robert. How are you? Hey, Jaton. How's it going? I really wish I had written down my grandparents and my mom's to make a book for us. And see, I wish I'd written all this stuff down too. And I've started a couple of times to write, but I just don't know how to do it, right? So if my son becomes my video editor, depending on how farther down the road I go with this, right? I've been on YouTube 11 years now, and if it continues, then I'm going to try and continue right along with it. I'm just going to, you guys are just going to watch the transition like you've been watching for 10 years, right? No word on my mixer yet. It was supposed to be here Friday or today, and I don't know. It didn't arrive. So, all right, Pamela Nelson, take care, honey. I will do a video of how you're opening the kit when it comes. Okay. I'd love to do a live podcast chat with you sometime. That would be awesome. Oh, now listen, guys. It's 5:00. Howie's going to be walking in the door within the next 15 minutes. And I haven't even unloaded and loaded I unloaded it, but I haven't loaded the dishwasher yet. I've really not done much of anything except catch a rooster today. So I'm going to close now with some spiritual nourishment. All right. This is the part. Now, you don't have to stay, and there's no judgment if you leave. But this is a non-denominational plea to the higher power of your understanding. That means you fit your faith in where it fits. All are welcome as long as your faith, well, no, all are welcome provided that you're coming from a loving place. Does that make sense? All right, so let's all take a nice deep breath, because my higher power is my higher power. My relationship with God is my relationship with God, and I don't expect anybody else to understand that except him, shim, whatever, right? So, okay, bye, Ginger. You take care. What's going on? Andrew what? Andrew who? Andrew where? Andrew, I'm still on lockdown. All is good. Okay, sweetheart. You just stay safe, okay? Take care. God bless to everybody who's leaving. Mwah. For the rest of us, it was a 1-800 number. I'm going to put my phone. I'm not going to put it on Do Not Disturb in case Howie has to call. All right. So, for all those who care to, let's take a nice, deep, cleansing breath. Hey, Chief. How's it going? Thank you for my rooster. There's still a lot of stuff going on in the world that is creating havoc and darkness and stress and anxiety and illness. We come here to get away from that, God, and it almost slipped past me today. But there's a lot of people that are still out there, God, that are, dealing with stress and illness and separated from loved ones and concerned for elderly family in nursing homes. And, we feel like we're being lied to by our governments and by media and all these things, God. We just want to drop all that negative angst behind us from this moment on, God. We want to send out the prayers of healing and love and feelings of safety and prayers for patience and tolerance. We would just want to send those all out to the people in the world that need them, God. The people that are alone or don't have support systems or are ill or ill-prepared or financially, not able to help. We just want to share hope. Because hope is the emotion of better things to come. And you give us that hope, God. Coming here every day or whenever we can and coming together and sharing ideas and support and love. It's so important, God. It's so important. So, God, we've dropped all that negative crap off behind. We've given you all the people that need your love and attention through the darkness. And now we're going to ask you, God, make us vessels of your peace. Let us walk forward from this moment on with patience and tolerance and love and hope. Let us reflect these things as we go forward into the rest of our day, or what's left of our day. Because we know, God, forgiveness means whatever is happening or whatever negative stuff is going on in your life, it doesn't mean that crap isn't important. It just means we're not going to let it affect us from this moment on. That's what forgiveness is. It's letting go of the negative and walking forward in faith. Okay? So please, God, let us be examples of your peace, patience, tolerance, and the light of your love. And I lift my entire YouTube family and friends and all the people who cannot lift themselves up, God, I lift them up to you so that the sunshine of your love can break over their hearts and their faces. And even if they don't know where it's coming from, God, they're going to feel it. and maybe for a moment be at peace. Thank you, God. Amen. Shalom. Peace be with you. Merry meet. Miigwech. Blessed be. Whatever your salutation is to your higher power, let it be said in love and confidence and hope for a better day from this point on. This is the Mrs. Wolfe from Our Half Acre Homestead, and all things being equal and normal, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. God bless.